welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 3 super easy Christmas crafts. The first one is a little time consuming and I would say best suited for adults, but the last 2 are really simple and easy and will be great for kids. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you how to make all 3 of them. Alrighty, y'all, let us get started. So you're probably saying, what is all this junk that she's got on here now? I have toilet paper rolls, I have paper towel rolls, I have pipe cleaners, fuzzy sticks. Come on, these are pipe cleaners, okay? They're pipe cleaners. Now, people are usually, ew, toilet paper rolls, that's so gross. Then guess what? Don't use them. Use a paper towel roll. Goodness gracious. Anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to start off with the toilet paper rolls, okay? So I am going to cut this one open first, okay? Cut this one open, and then let's just spread it out. You can use your hands to try to bend it flat. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Let's just kind of roll it out flat like so. Now we're going to set that off to the side because we're going to use that for the bottom of our tree here in a second. So now you're going to take another one and cut it open as well. So now that we have this one cut open, and I'm not going to flatten this one out, what we're going to do is we're going to take this top corner here and we're just going to kind of roll it in on itself. Depending on the brand of toilet paper you get, these can be thick or they could be on the thin side. These are a little bit on the thicker side. But you are going to roll this into a cone shape. Just try to get it to where you want it. Bend it down and roll it. So you can see here, I'm just kind of putting my thumb in there and just kind of working it around, okay? Now we have this part here, and we're just going to bring this around, and we're going to use some hot glue to stick it down. Let's put that there. Then we're just going to bend that over and hold it in place until that glue sets up. Okay, now we have glue all over our fingers, and we have this. Okay, doesn't look much like a tree yet. But now you want to take your scissors and let's trim the bottom so that it will sit flat. So this is setting pretty flat. Let's see. Oh, let me trim off just a little bit right here. It's got a little nubby. Oh, let's do a little more. Just have to keep setting it down, looking at it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do with this piece here is take your tree and we'll put it right here because we can use this one several times, right? Put your tree there and I'm just going to trace around it. And cause we're going to use that for his little bottom here in a little bit, all right? Just trace around it. Then take your scissors and cut that out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start cutting our pipe cleaners to 2 inches, okay? 2 inches. All these little pieces over here. And we're going to use those to glue all the way around the tree. So you're just going to take your tiny little pipe cleaner piece here and just fold that in half. I've got glue and stuff all over me. Goodness gracious. I've got a whole handful of these sitting over here that I'm working on. But anyway, now that you have that folded in half, now you're just going to put a little blob of glue right there and just glue it down like so. And you're going to do this piece of glue or paint or whatever that is under my nails drive me absolutely bonkers. Need to go try to get that off there. But just get the ends and then squish the ends and then glue the ends like so. Just right beside of each other all the way around. We have all of our pipe cleaners glued around the bottom here. And now we're going to work on the next row. Sorry, my cat's over here aggravating me. All right. Just the same thing that we've been doing all the way around previously, except you're just going to move up a little bit and then glue that down like so. And then just work your way all the way around. Also, I am all the way up to the top of my little tree here. And now I'm just going to take another piece and fold it in half. And you know what? I'm just going to trim this to be just a little bit shorter, okay? A little bit shorter than our other pieces here. And then I'm just going to glue that on the very, very tippy top. Now, if you want these to set on the table, of course, let them set on a table. But, you know, once we put this piece on the top, you can run a piece of string through it. You can run a piece of ribbon through it. And you can use it as an ornament if you like. So we're just going to set this off to the side. And this is our little piece that we cut earlier. Well, actually, I lost that piece because it's been a few days since I started this video. And I don't know where it went. But anyway, now we're going to take this and we're just going to roll it up into a coil. And we're going to glue that on here to cover this. Now, how many pipe cleaners did I use? I was keeping really good count. And then life got busy. And I had to let it go for a few days. These take more pipe cleaners than what you think they will. And I believe I used 15 on this little tree, and this will be 16 here. Of course, it all depends on, you know, how tightly you space your little pieces there. It depends on how big you make the cone in the beginning. You know, it depends. There's a lot of factors, you know, going on there. But anyway, from what I can remember, that was how many I used. But if you get those big packs, you know, at the craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, what have you, you know, where they sell the same color all in one pack, you'll be fine. But we're just going to glue this down. And then I'm just going to keep curling it around and around and around, gluing it down until I have this whole little piece covered. Okay. So we have this completely covered. Now what we're going to do, like I said, you can leave your trees like this. These are really cute. You can leave it just like so. Or you can take these and just bend them up just a little bit on the ends. And it gives it a lot of dimension and a lot of texture. And I think it makes them even cuter. But you do yours however you want to do it. Now when I get done with this, then we're going to attach the bottom. Okay, because we're going to be coming down here and kind of flaring these out a little bit. And that'll get the bottom part out of the way so we can get up in there and glue its little bottom on. But now I'm just going to take a few minutes and bend these outward. All right, so here's our little tree. Is that not cute? These are just they're so soft and fuzzy looking, you know? I like them. So now here's our little cardboard bottom. And you know what? Let me just trim a little bit of this off. I think I cut this big enough. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to, oh, it's running away. We're going to put some glue on it and glue it down the best that we can, okay? We're not going to glue our fingers. We're going to try not to anyway. Okay, so now we're just going to glue its little back side on, let that set up, and then we'll get these glue strings off of here. If I can get it now, I will. Ha ha! All right. So now if you use this for an ornament, you have the bottom covered. If you're just going to set them up on the table, then, you know, I really wouldn't worry about it. But now you can decorate this if you want to. You can take like little tiny beads and just glue on the little ends here. That would be cute. But I think I'm just going to leave mine as is for now. Turn it upside down. Looks like a pine cone. But, you know, you can make these in all different colors, whatever suits your decor. All right, y'all. Now what we're going to do is let's make a cute pipe cleaner wreath ornament. So you need 2 red pipe cleaners and 2 white ones. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to just twist the red and white ones together like so until you get it to look like a candy cane stripe. Okay. Super easy so far, right? Just take your time and just twist them all the way down. Okay. Now that we have our 2 like candy cane stripe pieces here, we need to twist the very ends together. Okay. Let's just give that a little bend there and just twist them together. Hamilton's trying to come in. You hear him? He's out there trying to come in. Okay. So now we've got the ends twisted to make it all one long piece. Now you're going to need 12 green ones. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the red and white ones. You're just going to take 2 and you're going to twist them together all the way down. Now we're not going to be connecting these to each other to make like one big long piece. So once you twist your 2 green ones together, just set that down, okay? I have this piece twisted together, and now you're going to want something that you can twist this around and then pull it off, okay? And I know you're like, what are you talking about? But I just disassembled this ink pen, and I'm going to be using this bigger part of the pen right here. And I'm just going to be holding it and just wrapping it around. You see what I'm doing here? Just wrap it around because we're trying to make like these little coil spring type deals, okay? So just wrap it around as best you can. And then just slide it off. See? That's all we're doing. I'm just going to squeeze that just to kind of form it better, okay? So now you see that we've made this really sturdy little coil here. Now if you don't have, whoa, stop. If you don't have an ink pen, just use something else. You know, use a marker. You know, you could use the handle of a paintbrush. Just anything that you could wrap this around just to get this little coil shape, okay? So now I'm going to be doing that with the rest of my green pipe cleaners. In essence, we're going to be making 6 of these, okay? So let me do that and I'll come back. We have all of our little green springs here. So let's take this here and let's cut a piece off. I don't know, about yay long, okay? Let's just cut that off, set that off to the side. So now we have this piece here. So make sure this is twisted. Now you're just going to take your little springs, coils, whatever, and you're going to thread them on to the long piece. We can spread these out and fix them once we get everything else together. Okay, so our ends up here are kind of even. It's all right. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, so now you're just going to see how I just crossed those like so. Just brought it together. Now let's bring this down, up, and around like so. That's just going to kind of help us to lock everything in place, right? Okay, so now we have this. So now we're just going to bend this down. See how that made a loop? And then we're going to do the same thing. Let's make that just a little bit shorter. And now we're going to do the same thing with this piece over here. Just bend that down. And I think that looks okay. Like I said, we'll twist it around and get it all situated here in a minute. Now you're going to take this piece, lay it in the center. Just take your 2 ends back like so. And then give them a twist. Okay, so now that we have, whoa. So now that we have the back end twisted, we got our back sides all twisted up here. Just trim that off. Stop. Just trim that off. Okay, like so. And now let's just bend this around and kind of fluff it out and really work with this here. And get your bow looking the way you want it to look. See, and you can always pull these little ends. Let's tighten that up here. And just mess with it until it looks good. All right. So I've got my little bag of sequins here. And now you just take this and just kind of shape it to make it look a little bit better, okay? And there you have your little wreath. Now, how do you hang this? You could just take you a piece of ribbon and you could just tie it back here, loop it through here, and then loop it through here, and then you'll make a loop to hang it up as an ornament. But anyway, now we can decorate it a little bit. I've had so many people asking me, you know, for crafts and stuff for kids, and I just haven't gotten around to making any, and I'm sorry, but you know, this would be cute for a kid to do, or a kid to help with, you know, maybe not with the hot gluing part, but you know, they could help in other ways. Then you can just glue rhinestones here, there, and everywhere until it looks the way you want it. I'm sticking to them. So let me glue a few of these on and we'll see how it looks. All right, there we go. How cute is that? And this would be, you know, so fun for kids. You don't have to do the red and white. They could, you know, use whatever colors, and you could glue on tiny little buttons, itty bitty little pom-poms, you know, whatever you have in your craft stash that the kids would have fun with. You know, that's what you could use, but just something simple and fun. Okay, so this next one is also a really easy one for kids. You need 2 pipe cleaners, and we're just going to twist the ends together just enough to get them to hold together, okay? Oh, I got this tinsel stuff all over my hand. Okay, let's just get it to hold together. All right. Now you need a piece of cardboard. This is 1 inch, okay? 1 inch wide. So take your cardboard, 1 inch, hold your pipe cleaners like so, and then twist them together at the 1 inch mark. 1 and 2 should be fine. Okay. Let's take it out, put it here, twist them again. Whoopsie. 1 and 2. Somebody the other day said, I can't stand when you laugh at yourself. Yeah, shut up. Nobody cares. So anyway, moving on. We're going to twist them again. Pull the paper out, cardboard rather, and do it again. And you're just going to work your way all the way down to the end. All right, so we've worked our way all the way down to the bottom, and now we have these. That's okay, because we can use those here in a second. So now what we're going to do is let's just fan out our little diamond shapes here, okay? And then you just want to twist your pipe cleaners around. I said just to keep them all going in the same direction here, okay? Just do this all the way down. Now that we have them fanned out, it looks like this. So now you're just going to carefully bend it around until we get back over here. And you just take one end and you can run it through like so, or just twist both ends together. Doesn't matter, however you want to do it. We're going to trim this off here in a second anyway. So now just twist those ends together and trim off the excess. Now you're just going to take these and you just want to make try to make little sharp edges here. I think that looks better than just having them rounded. You do yours however you want to. I'm just going to bend mine and make them all sharp and pointy like my nails and my sense of humor. Okay, so now we're going to do that to the inside ones as well. And just put your fingers in there and just kind of bend them. Just put that little crease in there. Okay, just shape it back out here. And look, you have a snowflake. A snowflake. Now you can glue little rhinestones on here if you want to, or you could just leave it plain as is, which I think is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And you just take you a piece of ribbon. Let me find a piece of ribbon and we can run it through there. And then you have a really pretty snowflake ornament. Well, the only really thin ribbon that I had was black, but it's okay because you know what? I love this black and silver. I think it's pretty and so fun and easy for kids. But anyway, if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. The links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.